I think he's not listening to anyone.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me? No.
Yeah.
And I think he didn't realize.
Let me just ask on the chat.
Yeah.
I can put the question. I'm not typing the I can type. I don't know what happened. Anyways, are you? It was a question, guys. So yeah, I don't think he's.
There are two options, right? Maybe he cannot hear you, or he's not getting what you are saying. Not sure.
Yeah.
You'd like me to try, Luana, to type something?
Yeah.
Let me try.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the point is we are messaging each one. I think I'm sending
yeah.
a message to you and you are sending a message to me, but I don't think he can see us.
Let me put to
It's
him, Bruno. Wait a
yes,
second.
the chat is limited.
Yeah, I tried to chat him. I think he saw it.
Do
Yeah.
you? How did you guess?
Okay. I think we should keep going because
Let's start.
I don't know. Yeah, let's start.
Eventually he'll realize he's not listening to anyone speaking.
So first off, you need to introduce yourself, guys. So let's start. Christian, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Jimenez. It's my second time with you as a teacher, Luana. And by the way, I am from Bolivia, and but I am working for a Brazilian institution, and I will be living over there in 2 weeks. And that's why I'm kind of stressed right now. And that's it. I'm a software developer, and I'm here because I want to improve my English. Can you continue, please, Melissa?
Hi, Christian. Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa. I speak from Campinas, São Paulo State, and I'm also a host here on TNT. And welcome, everyone.
So, Kleber, could you introduce yourself a little bit again?
I am Kleber, and I have 14 years old. I speak from São Caetano do Sul, and I am Java developer.
Okay.
So this is
Kleber.
So I don't think Bruno is listening.
Bruno,
yes,
are you listening?
I think he is.
Hello, Bruno. Smile.
Hello, Bruno.
If you heard.
Smile if you're listening.
Yes.
I believe he is listening.
He's trying to understand what is happening. He's looking
Yeah.
at the screen,
Hello.
trying to figure it out. Like,
There is Bruno.
Hello,
Hi.
people. Hi. Hello.
can you
I'm
hear
here.
us?
Yes.
Yay!
Hello, my name is Bruno. I'm from Japan, but I know I'm live from Brazil, and I'm from Japan for 5 years, and now I'm UX experience in a studio.
Are you speaking from Brazil or from Japan?
I'm speaking from Brazil.
Okay.
From Brazil.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So now I think we can start. And the first question is, what brings to mind when you hear the word ambition? So, Kleber, could you start answering this question, please?
I don't know. I don't know. Still,
Let me pick somebody else, and then you have time to think. And then I'll ask you again, okay? Just to give you
I
time.
understand. I understand you.
So, Melissa, can you answer this one?
Sure. Let me see. Ambitions to me is like a strong will. A strong will we have towards doing something, accomplishing something. It moves you forward. And I think it has two sides. A good side, it means it moves you forward, it makes you want more things, it makes you want to grow, you know, it makes you, it gives you strength to go forward and grow and evolve and develop. But also, on the other hand, it may have a bad side, a downside. It means when it's too much, it may harm you and harm other people around you, you know? So it must be taken with balance, okay? That's ambition, in my opinion. Who else?
I agree. I think that when you're ambitious, it has a great side because you can accomplish things you want because you keep persisting on the things you want. But I think that also we need to have balance, like you said. And that's it. That's my opinion. I agree with you. So, Christian, can you answer this one?
Sure. I think that in summary, ambition is when you try to get more than you already set, for example, a goal, or if you want to achieve something, when you want more than that, that is ambition. And as you said, it must be handled carefully with some balance, because at the beginning it could be really good for you. But if it changes for the bad side, it would impact in your life, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, Bruno, could you answer this one again for us? What about you?
Sorry, by I don't know. I don't know. My word ambitions. My word ambition is my finance success. And I'm working in user experience and more people's. I'm working just union. So so
So what about you, Kleber? Can you answer now? Do you have any idea?
Win the lottery. I think so. I think it's in the lottery. $1 billion. It's okay for me.
It's okay for me. Just the basic, the
Yeah.
minimum. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go to the second question then. Are you ambitious? And is it important to have ambitions? So, Kleber, are you
Oh my
ambitious?
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I understand. I still understand you. Oi, tá me ouvindo?
Yeah.
Eu não
So-
entendi. Você pode repetir?
Are you ambitious?
No.
No?
No.
Not a little bit?
No. I'm very great in my life I have.
You just want to win $1 billion, right?
I think that he said
I-
$2 billion.
Yeah, you are right, Christian. Yes, that's it. That's it.
So, Christian, are you ambitious? And do you think it's important to have ambitions?
Okay, I think that I am a vision person because, I'm trying to get hired by a multinational company. One of my biggest dreams in life is working in Europe, Canada, or United States. So obviously, all of that things is ambition, you know. Yes, I think so. And obviously, if you can handle it, it's really good to have ambition in your life or in your goals. Yes, I think that it's important to have ambitions because that motivates you to achieve your goals.
Yeah, very good. So, what about you, Melissa?
Yes, fantastic, Christian. I agree a lot with you. I think ambitions is in some amount something good because it motivates you to go forward to achieve your goals, like you said. So I think I am a little ambitious too. I am ambitious. I also want to achieve my goals. I also have direction, life paths I want to go through. So in order to achieve what I want. So I think in this sense, ambition is something good. I am a little ambitious. But of course, as you said before, it can't become something beyond achieving your focus, your goals. It has to be something balanced, because if it goes beyond that, it crosses the boundaries, the limits, you know, and it may hurt you or hurt someone else. Okay, so I agree with you.
Yeah, I also totally agree with you both. I think that ambitious is like, I consider myself ambitious too, with this part, that this bright side, because it's important to be ambitious, because that's how you do your best, you try your best. And I think it's important. And I agree with that part that it's also not great if it's an excess, because, you know, you can hurt people. And like you said, I think all of you, what you said, I agree. So yeah, the third question then, Who is the most ambitious person you know or you can think of? And can ambitious be dangerous? I think we already answered this, but who is the most ambitious person you know? Can you think about it? It can be anyone. You don't have to. It can be anyone. So, Christian, can you start with this one? If you, I'll give you time to think.
I was trying to think about a person that I know. Well, I have a friend. We went to the high school together. One time later, I couldn't know nothing about my friend. And sometime later, I knew that he was working in United States and he became really famous in China. And he created a big company. I think it was about marketing or technology. And he was really famous in China. And I had the opportunity to have a meeting with him the last year because he came back to Bolivia for holidays. Yeah, that meeting was really good because he shared a lot of experience with me, and I think that's my friend is one of the most ambitious person that I know currently.
Yeah, I think that's a great example. So, Melissa, what about you? Can you think about the most ambitious person you know?
In person, I don't know anyone ambitious like that, but I just remembered of a character I saw in a TV series about, he's famous. He's the creator, the founder of Uber. And there is a TV series about him and his history. And his name is Travis something, TK. People called him TK. And he found, and he was the CEO of Uber. And this guy was, and I think he still is, extremely ambitious with everything, with him, with his ego and all the money he wanted in life. And he was always constantly wanting more and more and more. Nothing was enough, so it is a very good example of ambition, and also shows us about the bad side of being like this. Contrary, Christian's friend who succeeded, and I appreciate this very much. I think this guy, the creator of Uber, was a little bit too much,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I can think of anyone right now, but with this thing you said, I think it's great to be ambitious, but I think when it's too much, you start to being too hard on yourself, And I think that's the worst part, the worst part, because I think it's not only what you do with others. I think that's consequence, but what you do with yourself to get there, to accomplish something, I think that's the worst, because it's never enough. You're always trying hard. So yeah, I think that's the worst part. But yeah, I can't think of any right now. But yeah, I think that's it. That's what I have to comment. So yeah, the fourth question is, what ambitions do you have that you think you will realize? And what ambitions do you have that you won't realize? So think about it, guys. Christian, can you start?
Sure. As I already said, well, first of all, I wanted to leave my country because I think my country is really bad if we talk about economy. and I got it. I had the opportunity to get relocated to Brazil, so it was one of the first steps of my big ambition. And the biggest one is, as I already said, getting hired and living in Europe, Canada, or United States. Have my family over there, have the opportunity to buy a big house for me and my family. And if it's possible, gather my family, my parents, my brothers, everybody there in that country. I think that's one of my ambitions. I think that I'm gonna achieve. And on the other hand, I think that something that I won't be able to realize is be rich or millionaire.
We never know. Who knows? In the future. Who knows?
Not sure.
Who knows? Yeah. So, Melissa, what about you?
Well, let me see. Ambitions I have. I think one thing that comes to my mind is moving out this apartment I live nowadays and moving to a better place, a better neighborhood. That's something I really want to do. And I think I will make it through, I think I will accomplish it. Hopefully very soon. And something I think I cannot accomplish, or not I cannot, but I will not probably accomplish, is the same as Christian mentioned, be a billionaire, So I think this is not something I will achieve. We never know. As Luana said, we never know, never say never, but it's something hard to come true. Anyway, so that's it.
So, yeah, let me answer this one. I think that the one thing that I want to accomplish, at least I want, is to do an exchange. I want to travel and do an exchange at least for some time, and to practice English and like to talk to natives. And something that I won't do is probably getting rich, like you said, to win the lottery. Like, it's almost impossible to win the lottery. I think you need to be very, very lucky, and I'm not that lucky. But anyways, yeah, I'm not lucky, guys. If you are lucky, then yeah, I think Christian is going to be rich. Christian is going to be the rich guy.
Yeah, I think being rich is something that is possible for all of us. I think we may have a wealth life, a rich life in many aspects. As Christian said, he would like to bring his family to live with him in a big house in the US, for example. I think it's totally possible, and it is also an example of having a wealthy, a rich life. You are rich because you have your family with you, you have a good life, you have a house to live, so you have good conditions of life. So I think I consider that richness, wealth, But being a millionaire is another thing, something like to the galaxy, another step, another level. So this is a little bit harder.
So, guys, and the next question is a quote. Let me read it. I've got a great ambition to die of exhaustion rather than boredom. What do you think he means by this? And do you agree with him? It's more like something that I said in the beginning, when you're too hard to yourself. That's how I see it. But how do you see it? How can you see? So, Christian, can you answer this one?
Okay, what I understood about this quote was that the person or Thomas wanted to express that he would like to die doing something that he really enjoy and not doing something that he don't or he doesn't, sorry. And it's for me, it's a really good quote, because I think if you are doing something that you don't like, you are not enjoying your life, and being bored all the days doing something that you don't like, it must be really bad. And that's my opinion.
So what about you, Melissa? How can you see this quote?
I think Christian has a good point, a great point, actually, when he says that. I agree with him. I think the same. And I relate to this. I rather die exhausted because I'm doing something I love, I like, I'm enjoying life, than spend my whole life doing something that I don't like or doing nothing. You know, I'd rather work hard and have something to do than like stay home and just don't have anything to do and feel bored. You know, I relate to this. I agree with that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I think, I agree with you guys. I think it's better to do something, because when you're not doing anything, I think time is useless. It's like, it's not. So I think it's important to do things, and I think I relate to that too. I think it's, especially when you want to do that, when you want to accomplish something, it's better to do your best than not to do anything and just like wait for a miracle, for example. It's just to relate to the topic a little bit, but I agree with what you said, and I also relate to that, and that's it. So the sixth question I have here is, what's the difference between an ambition and a dream? So Melissa, could you start answering this one?
I think a dream can become an ambition. It's possible. Something you are like picturing, imagining, you are dreaming of, can become a ambition. Something you desire and go after that, go towards that. And the difference is, I don't know, I'm not an expert, but I believe it's something like a dream, something more abstract, you know? You just imagine and fly, maybe while sleeping, you know? But an ambition is something you have your attention to. You can give direction and go. You may have a plan. It's something more concrete, you know? It's an idea that become a goal, and you can make plans to reach that, and it makes you go forward, you know, to follow a direction. So that's the difference, in my opinion.
Yeah. What about you, Christian? What's the difference?
I'm not quite sure about my answer, but I agree with Melissa when she said that ambitions, I think that one ambition starts being a dream, and then it can become an ambition, you know. The difference, I'm not sure because I was thinking about my last answers, and I was talking about my dreams as well. So I'm not sure about the difference. Maybe an ambition is something even more than a dream. I think so.
Yeah, I agree with the part that you guys said, that a dream can become an ambition, because a dream is like, for me, like Melissa said, is when you start to visualizing the things you want. And I think an ambition is when you start to put actions to make it come true. So I agree with you. And that's it. That's just that. So the seventh question. We have 10 questions. I think we can answer everything today or not. No idea. Let's go. Do you think really old people, they have ambitions too, or they just, I believe it depends, but it's great to take a look to them, because sometimes we don't notice or we don't care a lot about their ambitions, but they also have dreams. They also want to do things. And I don't know, do you believe in that? What do you think? Have you ever noticed that around you? So, Christian, can you start?
Uh, I think that it depends of the person, because, for example, my grandfather is 92 years old, and he's really motivated every single day of selling little pills of garlic, and he's always talking us about the benefits and all of the healthy things that pills can offer us. And I obviously that my answer is yes. It depends of the person, no? And obviously everyone needs some motivation for living, because if you don't have any motivation, you can't live, and that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's a great example. That's really cute. So, Melissa, what about you?
Yes, I agree with Christian. I think people need motivation. That is what keep them alive, so it's important to have ambitions, no matter the age. In my opinion, I think they do have ambitions, and these keep them motivated to stay alive, to keep going, to finding new things, and to enjoy the good things of life, so I think they do have motivations, ambitions. Yes.
So, guys, let's go to question 8. And do you have any crazy and wild ambitions, like something crazy, like that you like to do or try? Christian, can you start?
Sure. I think that well, by the way, my brother is a software developer as well, and we used to work together in little projects. And something that I always dreamed or had in my mind, but I never set it as a goal, is having our own company with my brother. The name was JA Software, and that's the first letter of our last name, Jimenez Ayala, and it would be really, really nice.
So what about you, Melissa?
That's cool, Christian. I really don't remember anything right now. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's also, yes, I may consider it a ambition. I don't know if it's crazy. I don't think it is. I'd like someday to be in Paris and watch the tennis games in Roland Garros, because I love tennis, and it would be fantastic to be there watching, live in person inside Roland Garros some matches. So that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I also don't think I have any wild ambitions to think about. But yeah, I don't have a lot of ambitions right now. I think that the main point is what I said in the beginning, to try to do an exchange for some time. But that's the main ambition right now. But yeah, I don't have anything else for now. So the next question is, what would you like to be doing in 20 years time from now, you know? What do you hope the world will be like for you? So what's your goals for 20 years from now? Well, where would you like to be? So Christian, can you visualize your future?
In 20 years, I will be 50 years, 54 years old. Well, I think that I would like to be obviously in another country with a big family, I hope, with some children, and about the words, I think that the words is getting worse every day. I don't have so hope with that situation. So yeah, I think that's my opinion. That's my answer.
Yeah, he will do the things he wants. He'll have his dreams come true. I believe so. Yeah, keep going, guys. So Melissa, what about you?
I honestly don't know what I will be doing in 20 years from now, but about the world, I'd like to think that the world will be better, let's say, like with more clean fuel, more recycling, less waste, less plastic on the oceans, and people getting better and evolving. I'd like to think that. But as Christian said, the world is getting worse each day. So I don't know what to expect. I hope in an optimistic vision, expectation that the world is better in the future, you know, more recycling, less plastic, less waste, less pollution, clean cars, clean fuel, using hydrogen and not gas or oil or anything. What else? More internet, fast internet, and people more, how can I say, evolved, less racism, less separation, more understanding. I like to think, to imagine this, but on the other hand, I think maybe we never know, because sometimes we see so many bad things, so monopolies, you know, big companies and governments controlling what we have to do. They decide for us, and you have to do that, and they impose this on us. That I don't know if it's possible to have the optimistic thinking, you know. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like the society is changing for better and worse at the same time. So it's really hard to know how it's going to be, because we have the worst side, that things are getting worse every day, but we also have the little hopes that are the people that are wanting the best for the future. So we are divided. And I agree that even though we have those people that are trying their best to help the planet and everything, we still have like blockages, like you said, like the governments and those stuff. So we have those blockages, and we have two sides, and one side can go further with the other blocking it. So it's like that, you know. So I don't know how it's going to be, but yeah, no idea. So we have the 10th question, but I think while we are answering this one, I'll close the other rooms. And while they don't come, let's start with this. Have you ever had any fears about the future, about what might happen, and how can we overcome this feeling? Like, have you ever felt afraid about your future, how it's going to be? Have you ever felt anxious about it? So, Melissa, can you start?
I don't know. I think I don't have fears about the future. Yes, I think I don't have fears at all, but I have, like I said before, some concerns, because if we look at the situation, we can see bad things coming, like lack of water, problem with heating, and the weather, and mostly pollution. So I think if we stop to look, we get worried about it. I have concerns about it, but I'm not feared, and it's related to what I answered before about hoping for a better world, but not being sure about it, that it will be possible to happen, to come true. Okay?
Yeah, I totally see what you mean. And yeah, I also have this feeling like I'm concerned about the future. Like we talked about, we have no idea about how it's going to be, but I hope the best for the planet and everything. But we have no idea, guys. In 20 years, how it's going to be can be totally different. We have no idea. But yeah, I wish the best. So, Bruna, how are you?
I'm great.
So, how was the meeting on your room?
It was really nice. I think Diego left, but I was with him and Isabel. It was really nice to know her. We shared a lot of things, about ambitious being something good or bad. Like, what is the bad part of not having any ambition? I don't know. It was really interesting to share with them.
I'm glad you liked. So, um, let me see. Sabrina, how was the meeting for you?
The meeting was really interesting to discuss more about ambition and to know what people think about us and what they considerate what is ambition for them. And it was really nice to know the others.
So, Jeffrey, how are you today? Did you like the meeting?
Yeah. Interesting conversation about ambition. If ambition is a positive thing or negative thing, and we discuss about a lot about this difference in some point of views, similar point of views about this topic.
So, do you believe ambitions is a bad thing or a great thing for you? What do you think?
Depends. When ambition, how can I say this? When ambition come a good result for me and the other people is good to have an ambition. If no, is a better idea have ambition that cause problem to another people.
Yeah, very great. So, Ricardo, how are you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. So, how was the meeting for you?
That's cool. That's cool. It's a great opportunity to learn English, particularly me, because I need to improve a lot of a big improvement because my English is not so big, not so good, but I think is sometimes it's difficult because you study a lot of time and sometimes you don't notice improvement. Is difficult to continue, but that's the only way. No?
I think you're doing great. And sometimes we are just too hard on ourselves, like we said in the beginning of this meeting. And we are afraid that our English is not great, it's not the best, but it's okay. You know, you just keep going and you're doing great. I think
I
your
totally
English
agree.
is great. You're doing fine. You make no mistakes for now, and you're just speaking very well. So don't worry, just keep going.
Yeah.
And focus on that.
It's a part of the process. No?
Yeah, totally. So, Isabel, what about you?
Hey everyone, are you hear me? Okay, so the meeting, it was pretty good. I love meet Bruna and Diego, so I'm very happy to be here. Today is my second class, so I'm trying to improve the speaking skills, and I will have a date on Saturday. I said that to Bruna, and this guy doesn't speak Portuguese, so I'm trying to be more confident and not be so nervous. So it was great.
That's pretty cool. I love that. So, you're going to be, he doesn't speak Portuguese.
No, he's French, and I only speak
Where he's from?
with him. I only speak with,
That's
with
cool.
him in English.
That's cool. So good luck for your date. I think that's awesome. That's pretty cool. So guys, I think our time is over. It's actually 4 o'clock. So thank you for coming today. I love to see you here. I love to see the new faces here. And I hope I see you again next week. So please come. And that's it, guys. I love the topic. I love to talk to you guys. So thank you for everything. And bye-bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
See you later.
Thanks a lot.
Bye bye. Bye,
Bye.
Christian.